Hello, sorry we've taken so long to do this video, but we've had a lot on.
It's too hot. It's been way too hot.
We've got stabbed and it's been way too hot. We've told you. I'm gonna kill her in a minute. We've told you several times about. We've told you several times about the stupid cladding we've got in this house. And what have you done?
I'm trying to fix the fan so it makes us both cool. There we go.
Well, I was just pointing at you.
Well, I can't do anything with it because there's no wire there.
Right, are you done?
Yeah.
Right, thank you. Right, as I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted by arms going in front of the camera, we've told you several times about the stupid cladding on this house. And when it's been really hot the last few days, all we've been fit for is sort of
Sitting on the sofa.
laying in front of the fan with cold flannels.
Yeah, I've got two fans that I have at night
Trying
time
to keep.
in my bedroom, and I've got a metal one that goes down by where my legs are. This is how hot it is, right? I'm literally not exaggerating here. I've got a metal one that goes down by where my legs are, and it is useless. You can't feel it. And I have the white one, which is what we've got on now, which is what you can hear by my head, which is good because that one's quite powerful. The metal one's crap, really. It doesn't really.
In that case, let me know.
No, not at night time. I must be doing something because I'm not sweating as much as I was. I don't wake up in a puddle of sweat, but
It is unbelievable.
that's what it was like though. We were waking up in a puddle of sweat.
Yeah, pills were so through the
Disgusting.
sweat, it was disgusting. Yeah, so we haven't been able to do a video, we haven't been able to clean up, we haven't been able to do anything really. We've been fit for nothing.
Hands all the time.
But, yeah, it was incredibly hot, incredibly uncomfortable, sticky, nasty yuck. And to sit in the kitchen and try and do a video with that kind of heat.
You saw, I did do a video on the day we got jabbed. When we was at the pub. I know what you want to do, innit? After we've been jabbed, go to the pub. I did do a video then. We've lost a subscriber, so I can't do the competition.
Well, you can because we did have 20 for a time, so we've got to do it. We did promise.
Right, so the question is, can you name all 6 of the cats? My cats. Not anyone else's, my cats. All 6 of them.
We have actually mentioned all the names before now, so it's a good reason to go back over the videos and watch them.
Yeah, and there is a prize. I showed you it near Christmas time. I'm not going to let you know what it is. It's going to be a surprise. So you did see it near Christmas, and I did say that I'll be doing a giveaway, and it'd be that. So.
And if we get 20 subscribers, we might even do another giveaway.
Give us a subscribe. Give us a comment. And give us a like.
We're very upset.
Yeah.
We're depressed. But I can understand why they don't, because we have been very sporadic with the videos.
Yeah,
but
but
unfortunately,
it's been too hot.
It has just been unbearable in here. I mean, if it's 60 degrees outside, you can guarantee it's going to be at least 17 in.
Yeah, we're going to get a thermometer and see if we can get something done about this because it's ridiculous. I mean, it's quite breezy outside and we're in here melting.
When we're losing weeks because we can't actually do anything, can't physically get up and do anything. I've been going outside at weird hours of the evening just to have a cigarette to get out of this heat because it's unbearable. And then you walk 2 steps in the front door and away you hit you. It's horrible. It really is disgusting.
Sorry, I'm scoffing again. I'm starving.
And it is horrible and I don't like it and you can't live with it. And we've got dead cats all over the floor everywhere.
And what's to do with farm foods? I went in there to get some duck. They had the orange duck.
That's the story.
I don't want the orange duck. I want the old duck that they used to do with the hoisin sauce.
Maybe they'll only do that now because since being on there, we haven't been able to get one license.
Yeah, we have. We got it last time,
Sauce.
but they didn't have it this time. And I went round the shop 3 times. 3 times looking for it.
Oh, maybe they sold out by the time we got there. We weren't right.
People stealing my duck.
But as I say, we have had the first jab, which
That's gone disgusting, look at that.
was painful.
You know what? I went in there and
Having the jab itself didn't hurt.
I had a full-blown panic attack because I'm scared of needles. And it's not the pain or anything else, it's the fact that it's a needle going inside of my arm.
She builds it up in her mind to such this big thing. And the vaccinator was amazing.
The vaccinator.
The vaccinator. You know, you usually go to get your jab done with a doctor or someone. We had a vaccinator.
He was lovely though, he couldn't have been nice to me.
He was really nice, and he's going, "I'll pinch him." It's not right, it's not right.
And he
goes,
pinched me and I,
"Pinch me."
no. When I don't want to hurt
She did
you.
eventually pinch him, but he was going like that on her arm, and he had the needle, the side of him, and he was going like that. And then he done it. She's still flipping out, and I went, "It's done." And she went, I went, "It's done. He done it." "No, you didn't." And he went, "I did." And she's like, And it wasn't even bleeding her one. I mean, it was literally boom, done.
But I had to have it done on this arm because I was doing my exercises because Berlin is back on. And it'll probably be October time again. And I said to him, I pulled my muscle, my atlas muscle here, when I was doing my exercises. Shows you how out of shape I am at the moment. And I said, "Can you do it in my right arm?" He went, "Why?" I went, "Because I've done something to this muscle." And we went, "What muscle is it?" I went, "The atlas muscle." And Mum was like, "It's the atlas muscle." Because she's a nurse. And then, "All right, I'll do it in the right arm." And I, okay then. The day after, oh my God,
It's not, it's done like bald man.
I couldn't use either of my arms.
I must have put highlighter on my forehead. Look, it's glowing.
Yes, anyway.
Aladdin
I
saying,
couldn't move either of my arms. And when we went to, because obviously we don't sleep during the night time like normal people. We
We're not
sleep
normal people.
We sleep in the daytime because we're vampires, right? And I usually sleep with my arms above my head like that because I'm weird. And I tried to move my arm and I was like, and then I thought, no, I want to roll over, right? Because there's a reason it's hurting. It's probably because I'm putting my arm up, right? Yeah. I rolled over on it and I was like, I had to roll
It
back
was like
over.
that for about a week.
Yeah. It's
It
better
was-
now, but
It was achy.
I can put my arm up now.
It wasn't agonising pain.
No, but
it was achy.
I think
and
the
if you-
3-hour walk after having it done helps, to be honest.
Yeah, because we got lost in Green Street.
Oh, I hate Green Street. It's
You're
so
not alone.
annoying.
I hate Green Street.
It's a horrible place.
I've always hated Green Street in Upton Park. From when I was little, and every time West Ham had a home game, sorry, not away game, every time West Ham played at the Hammers, the bowling, you would walk on one, if you walked on one side of the road, it was fine, you could go up and down the road as many times as you liked. If you were on the same side of the road as the station, the police used to herd you into the station and you couldn't go anywhere else.
What was it doing with that driver in Crusader?
Oh, we must have had the world's worst cab driver.
We got whiplash.
Yeah, we were going there. Now, bearing in mind, I was nervous.
Yeah, she was. This is a funny thing. She was nervous going there. I was fine going there. It wasn't until like, the guy was like, "I don't want to do this now."
And we were coming,
Tiggy, no. Tiggy, no.
we're coming along like this. And then he'd actually gone past the chemist where it was. And when he noticed that we'd gone past the chemist, he'd done a turn in the road to come back to it. And he pulled up so sharply, I thought my head had departed from my body. I was like, boom. And I was sitting there going,
It wasn't very nice.
We got in to the chemist, and they said, "Yeah, I have this number,
The reference
the
number.
reference number." I was forgetting the own blooming name, let alone the reference number.
No, at that point I'd started panicking.
And they said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Andrew something." "Oh, fine, you're here. It's all right." So I'm like, "Okay, all right." She gave her name, and we went past this little desk bit, and we had to sit down and wait. And By this point, she's gone mental. Then the vaccinator come out and spoke to us.
The vaccinator.
That's super erotic. He come out and spoke to us and he said, I'll be doing the injections.
And he went, I'm going to do you first, because I was like,
This one is going into one, she's crying.
I wasn't crying at that point. I wasn't crying until I got in
She
there.
was flipping out.
I couldn't breathe, and they made us wear our masks when we went into like the chemist, and I couldn't even like wear my mask because I can't breathe in my mask. And a lot of people go, I can't breathe in your mask, and that doctor's wear them for 6 hours while they're doing an operation. Yeah, that's fine. They're not the same bloody masks. They're not. But why can they wear them for 6 hours and I can't wear it for 5 minutes?
Because in a lot of cases, if you think of an operating theatre, it's not hot, it's comfortable. There is air being pumped around constantly because those doctors can be in there for up to 20 hours at a stretch during an operation. So you've got a cool ambient temperature.
I'd like a cool ambient temperature.
And in a lot of cases, they take their masks off and wear shields. I know, I've worked in the brain.
I didn't tell you that. They say, I had an operation that took 6 hours and they were wearing masks, and people say, I can't breathe in the mask. I hate people like that. I do. Sorry if any of our subscribers are like that, but like, seriously, I can't breathe in a mask.
I don't like the masks. I can't handle the masks. I have breathing problems anyway. I wear glasses so they fog up. It is a nightmare.
And also, I can't have my skin looking like...
And I got an exemption certificate because of that, because I've created so much about that. And I got an exemption certificate, but she didn't. And because out of deference to my daughter who whinges her head off if I don't wear one, if she has to, I will sometimes put a mask on. But I don't, it's not something I do on a regular basis.
I usually don't wear a mask anyway.
I know, you usually get one.
Mm.
But we have had the first part of the vaccination, so...
Apparently, public transport in London, you have to wear a mask for now.
Can I just say one thing? Now, the reason why we started that YouTube channel is because we must be one like some sods on planet Earth. If anyone is going to have a problem, it's usually us. And we do this channel to make people feel better about their own crappy lives because we get it 50 times worse. And
we're not just saying that.
I rang up to see about the COVID vaccine. Now, I was quite honoured because my dad suffered from coronary thrombosis, which is blood clots in the veins, which are near his heart. Coronary thrombosis clots. My mum had clots in her legs, she had phlebitis, and there's clots in her legs. That's both sides, both my parents.
I thought she had deep vein thrombosis as well.
Yeah, she did. She had DVT, which is deep vein thrombosis. So, it's both my parents with clots. I was not happy about the information I was getting because I wasn't getting the correct information. And they said the two you've got to worry about are AZ, AstraZeneca, and Johnson & Johnson. So I was like, okay, so what is the one I can have? I went all through Google, couldn't find the answer I was looking for. I kept being directed to American sites, which I'm not saying. I went on NHS Direct, couldn't tell me a blooming thing.
Yeah, you find out your doctor, you didn't know what you're talking
Went
about.
on the NHS site, couldn't get any help from them. So I said I'm going to go and talk to the pharmacist. So we went across the road and spoke to the pharmacist. And I said, look, both my parents have had thrombosis, which is blood clots. I want to know what vaccine I can have because obviously I want to get vaccinated. Mainly so as I'm at liberty to do things. I am not pro-vaccine. I don't really like the idea of the fact that I've had to get a vaccine, whether you like it or
It's
not.
not a vaccine, no, it's treatment.
It's treatment, yeah, it's treatment of SARS, but they call it a vaccine. I am not really happy that I had to have it. I'm not really happy that it was forced upon me. But if I want to be at liberty to do anything, then you have to have it. So,
Where's the human rights gone?
so anyway, I went to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist said, "Oh, I have no numbers. The guy was down at the leisure centre, but I did done when they were doing the national health people." She went, I don't know. And I'm like, "Oh, great, now the pharmacists don't know. Phone your doctor."
Oh, he's useless.
So I phoned my doctor. And I said to my doctor, I said, because my pharmacist asked me if it was on my medical records, and I have no idea because it was my parents, not me. I said, so I doubt whether it would be on my medical records. What base off it on? Okay, so I rang my doctor. And I said to my doctor, I don't know if my parents have, if there's anything about my parents on my medical records. They both had thrombosis. I need a vaccine that I'm not going to have to worry about clots with. Oh, well, this AstraZeneca, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't understand half what he was on about, and he was rambling at 90 miles an hour. And I went, look, can you just tell me if there is one that is safe, that I don't have to worry about clots with, because I know AstraZeneca can cause clots, and Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson, I've never heard of that one. I went, it's one, you have one injection with Johnson & Johnson.
And she stood up Moderna, and they're like, "Oh, we don't do that in this country."
No, we don't do Moderna in the
That's
UK.
what we had.
It's American. Okay, and he said the Johnson & Johnson one's probably American as well. Oh, well, it wasn't American, so I was sent to. Oh, well, we don't do Johnson & Johnson over here. You might get Moderna either.
We had
And I
Moderna.
said, so what one is the safe one? Pfizer. Right, okay, fine.
But I don't think you can get that over here.
Pfizer's a safe one.
They got that in Spain, but I don't know if they got that over
because
here.
I know there's Moderna and the Pfizer one is safe. They don't do Moderna in this country, but you might be able to get the Pfizer one if you're lucky. Okay, whatever.
Dude, though.
At this point, I was getting really fed up.
No, it's just like about a welcome one as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, the Wellcome Foundation do one, and that's fine. I was like, okay, whatever.
Because you said that's the one I'd have to have.
I was getting really fed up with him at this point. And I said, look, if my parents had got the thrombosis thing, then my daughter will probably have a higher risk as well. And I'm not going to put her through that. I'm not going to risk myself, and I'm not going to risk her. Oh yeah, well you need the Wellcome one or the Pfizer one, it's fine, it's alright, they're alright, I don't know why people are complaining about it. There's not that high a risk of clots, blah 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 blah. I went, look, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to explain to you is we're already at a higher risk because my parents both had clots.
You know that if you've been watching our channel for any length of time, you know if it was going to give you clots, we'd end up with it. We'd end up with the clots.
Yeah.
You know that.
So I was like, you know, I understand that not everyone's going to get clots, but if we're at a higher risk of clots anyway,
Yeah.
then, so anyway, I was getting really fed up with talking to him, and he was only on the phone to me for 5 minutes. He was really turning my head in by that point, because it wasn't my doctor. The thing is, I go to a practice and there's several doctors there, and I got some doctor that I've never spoken to before, and he didn't want to talk to me, and I didn't particularly want to talk to him. So it was rambling on and talking at 90 miles a minute. I didn't know what the hell he was on about half the time, and it was just nightmare. So anyway, I went, oh yeah, whatever. Anyway, we went there, and I was saying about the particular vaccine. And he goes, oh, it's Moderna. The one that's not available in this country, but we've got to have to.
Yeah. Amazing, isn't it?
And I want to show you something. I don't know if it will show on camera. I got burnt.
That's it.
I got burnt, and that was literally just going outside.
I haven't got burned.
I'm pink. I'm not a lobster person. I've got burnt.
But I tell you what, right? Everyone knows that I lost my job in May, and I'm signing on at the moment. So I get my teeth fixed. 2 things. Number 1, I don't know why they're making me go in every week. It seems pointless to me. Number 2, I've got the best advisor on the planet. Will, he's amazing. He is my advisor, and I went in there. When was it? When we was in the Merc. Oh, the Merc. What was that? I can't think. When we did our shopping, like
That was the day before Javelin.
It wasn't last week, it was the week before last.
It was done for job, so hang on. It's done for. That was on the 13th. That was Tuesday the 13th.
Right, so I went in there on the day. I was in the work. Oh, it was lovely.
Yeah, I don't know whether Alphabets didn't have enough
That's
drivers or
not
not.
what I was trying
I'm
to get
sorry,
at. We'll tell you about that in a minute. But I was in there and they'd made me wear a mask, and he was like upstairs or something, and I didn't know where I was going because I've never been in that job centre before in my life. I was like, I don't know where I'm going. Well, I've been there downstairs when you were seeing George. And my advisor was upstairs, and there was two rooms upstairs, and I went into one. And, oh no, it's not that one. It's the one across the hall. And I was like, okay, see with the door. He went, no, it's just like there. And I was like, okay. So I went out the door, went into the other one. This is what's annoying. They should have taken me up if I didn't know where I was going, which they obviously didn't. So anyway, I got in there. And Will came and saw me, like, cause, the security guard took me over to him and he went, Will, and he was like, yeah, what? And he went, it's your client. And I went to him, I can't breathe in this mask. I went, take it off, and it's fine. And I was like, thank you. And that's what I mean, he's such a good advisor. And I had an issue, when was it? Last Tuesday. They changed my appointment to Monday. And I didn't know that they'd done it, because I had an issue with the...
Oh, thank you. You should go.
I had an issue. I didn't know I had changed my appointment. There was an issue with the internet, and they changed my appointment from Tuesday to Monday. And I didn't know. And he said he'd been trying to ring me, and we had an issue with the phone as well, because cats keep doing this weird thing with the phone, and the wife doesn't like it, so I was like, okay. So couldn't check my emails because of the issue with the internet, and I didn't know about the phone call because of the issue with the phone.
So I luck again.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. So he messaged me and said, oh, you missed your appointment. I was like, oh, crap. So I sent him a message on my journal and I said, look, I couldn't check my emails. So there was an issue with the internet, I couldn't check my emails. And he was like, it's fine. He went, I've done it, I've booked you in for next week. So on Tuesday I've got another appointment, so I'm weekly appointments. He said, so I've booked you in for Tuesday, and if you come in, and we'll sort it out from there. And I was like, okay. He went, I haven't like sanctioned you or anything. And I was panicking on that as well.
Yeah, she turned around and she went, I'm going to get sanctioned. I know I'm going to get sanctioned. And I went, it's pointless worrying.
The thing is, it's our luck though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I said, it's pointless worrying about it tonight. Because if you worry about it now, you're just going to be fit for nothing, because all you're doing is worrying on whether you're going to get sanctioned or not. I said, so don't worry about it. Send them a message, and they should contact you tomorrow, and you'll know one way or the other.
And I didn't get sanctioned, luckily, because Roy was an amazing advisor, and he likes cats. I had to show him pictures of my cats when I went to... I was having like an interview at the job centre, and he went, can I see pictures of your cats? And I was like, yes. And actually, because I always go on about Andy, and everyone knows about Andy. You guys all know about Andy, and I don't even know where he is. And he wanted to see pictures of Andy, and I went, it's amazing, because I'm always going on about my cats. Always going on about my cats, and no one really cares. And I start going off about Andy, and I was like, I don't want to know about your cats. And he's like, yeah. And I was talking to him about it. He was like, yeah. And I was like, and these are pictures of the other cats. And so, yeah, he was like...
This is why she needs a job to pay for these cats. You know?
And my snails. They've been cleaned out now as well. They've got food. They're happy.
Right, the Merc.
Oh, I want that car.
We phoned up that cash from Alphabet, and for some unknown reason they had a driver that they take on temporarily. He usually works for a different company, works for VIPs. And for some unknown reason, he was working for Alphabet Saturday.
You know what? I wish I was going to Gatwick that day.
And so we had this VIP car, a Merc. It was beautiful. She had to run to the cash machine. So she's run to the cash machine, so I was paid the phone and he reversed. I was sitting outside of the job centre in a Mercedes.
But considering it was a Merc and it was like a limo, it was only 19 grand. For a car, that ain't bad. Especially one that's like that, or it's lovely.
I will have 5.
No, but that's not that expensive. I mean, my driving instructor's car was 35 grand, 'cause it's a sports car. Then he's got a Yaris, which is what I'm going to be driving him from now on, because
You like it?
I like it. And I said to him, I said realistically, the car I'm probably going to end up with is a Toyota, because 1, I like them, 2, they're quite cheap to run, 3, they're hybrids, and 4, they're quite cheap anyway.
Excuse me.
So I think that I'm probably going to end up with a Toyota. And I said, realistically, I'm not going to end up with a Golf, like, sports car. And no, I went, and I'll probably end up with a Toyota anyway. He went, yeah. And I said, so I'll go with that one. He went, well, from now on, he said, I'll give you lessons in this car then. And I was like, thank you. So, yeah.
So we had trouble getting our vaccine. But as I say, this is part of the course, because if it's us, you guarantee there's going to be some kind of trouble involved, always. I don't know why, but we have got, when it came to the luck of the draw, we ended up with Joker every time. And I actually managed to get a window cleaner. Amazingly. Me and Mark had gone to the shop, and when we're coming back, this guy came out of the gate, and we were like, who's there? And we walked in, who was that bloke? And she went, that was my boyfriend. I went, yeah, all right then. For one thing, he wasn't hairy. For one thing, he wasn't skinny enough. I don't know whether he's foreign or not. And
he's foreign.
And she went, it's the window cleaner. So I've gone, window cleaner. I've gone chasing him down.
I didn't know that she wanted a window cleaner.
I've been asking window cleaners since I moved in.
I don't know.
People think I've got a kink and a proposition in window cleaners, but anyway.
Probably have.
I chased him down.
Weird.
Chased him down. I'm like, window cleaner.
He was German as well.
I know, and he turned around and goes, yes, I am the window cleaner. I'm like, oh, I love you. I said, I need more windows done because they haven't been done since I moved in about 10 years ago. And he was like, oh. Yeah, back and front, they're terrible. And he explained to me that he would send me the window cleaner that would do the front. If he had time, he would do the back. I've got to book him to do the back as well, because the back is worse than the front ever was. Because I did try and do the front with a broom several times and didn't do a very good job of it, but it wasn't that bad. It was, they're disgusting. But that wasn't as bad. They're going to be bad. I said, I'm telling you for nothing now. They're going to be bad because it does the outside frames and everything, and the windshield a lot.
Our windows look great from the outside.
I went, they're going to be bad. I'll tell you now for nothing, they're going to be bad. He went, okay. Boiling hot day. It was red hot, wasn't it? And I said, I thought you'd come around yesterday. He went, it was too hot yesterday. I went, well, it's too hot today as well. But anyway, he went up there and he done all the windows. He was foreign too. Done all the windows. Took him about half hour, didn't it?
Not even that.
It was really quick.
About
And he
15
done
minutes.
a beautiful job. And it was very reasonable. He charged us £10 for the front and £10 for the back. And he done the front door as well, and he done a beautiful job. I mean, I can't fault it. I really can't fault it. And I mean, considering the cats were on the inside looking at him like he's like, and he says they were checking my job. But you know,
He likes cats as well. So.
he done a really good job, and I can see out my windows for the first time since I moved in. It's amazing. These ones are leave a lot to be desired. These are showing the front.
I have still got my Coke addiction, but I am drinking water.
Yeah, well, she's drinking water because the state is so unbelievably hot in here.
I have got Coke, but
nobody would actually believe how hot it actually gets in this house.
you know what? We had to go shopping again.
13th of Tuesday.
No, the other one. Oh, it's not on the calendar. You can put down on the calendar when we're going shopping again.
Actually, I still kind of did. things on my top. Other day we got the window pane with a window pane on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Tuesday also, it was 20.
So on the 20th we went to the went to Dagenham.
Say the stupid things I put on that calendar, seriously.
We went to Dagenham and we got the cab back and the guy, oh, he was so helpful.
Oh yeah, when he just.
He got the stuff out the car, didn't he? And he brought it to the door.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the other one.
No, I was talking about the guy.
Oh, he was great, he was, yeah.
He actually got the stuff out of the boot and brought it to the door because someone was taking a long time coming out of the house. And he was helping my mum get the stuff out and bring it to the door.
But seeing as we've done the shopping in 2 halves as well.
First one was
The first driver was he flicked the tailgate so it was open. And then he's sitting in the car like this while we loaded it.
that was
Now,
when we got here.
what annoys me when they do that, I've got no objection to putting my own shopping in the boot. That we've done the shopping, it's our shopping put it in the boot. But sometimes you knock their stuff that's already in the boot and they go into one over it. This is why I don't like putting my own stuff in the boot of a taxi, because if you touch their gear...
But then again, I think if they're a taxi, they shouldn't have their own stuff in the boot.
No, but it's...
It makes sense.
You know, you touch their gear and it's like, oh, don't put it near there, don't put it near there.
Because the thing is, that's why I want to get my own car. I mean, I've got some stuff on this year. Going to Berlin's one of them. If I had my own car, I wouldn't have to worry about getting it because I've got a coach to Heathrow. I think, or is it Stansted? I think it's Heathrow. Pretty sure it's Heathrow we're going from.
What's Middlesex?
Michelle messaged me and let me know, I don't know.
That's not too bad.
And I think I have to get a coach.
You can get a bus, you can get a tram.
Now I've got to get a bus to where I'm meeting Michelle. And then...
You can get to Heathrow on the tram. You can get to Heathrow on the tram.
Something we've got to do anyway. And I'll get her to message me. Michelle.
Yeah, because Heathrow's a doddle.
So I've got that going on. Then I've got to go and pick someone up from the airport. And then I've got shopping to do and stuff like that. So just, if I had my own car, I could do it a lot easier. But my driving instructor just said that I should be driving by the end of this year, which is brilliant. Because...
But you've got to swat up on your theory first.
I know. I did it after I've been to Germany. And I can just take it straight away, so...
Ideally, the sooner the better.
He said it don't really matter as long as I do it for my test.
You know, it's...
But I've driven around the testing grounds now, which is in Goldmaze. Good Maze.
I've in Natty Hospital.
Driven around where my test will be. I haven't done... He wants me to do parallel parking next time, my next lesson. I've done bay parking. I'm nearly now. I'm quite good at that now.
You've got reverse round corners all around.
Yeah, well, I know that, but we've got like bay parking almost down. Roundabouts, I'm still a bit, because it's the lanes. I don't really get the lanes. Same with dual carriageway. I don't really understand the lanes.
Explain it to you.
I have, and I'm still thick with it. Because if you're going around like a roundabout, and you're going off the third exit, you have to be at the lane nearest the roundabout. If you're going off at the second exit, you need to be in the lane one over from that. And if you're going to be taking the next left off, you're in the first lane. There's 3 lanes, isn't it? That's the bit I get stuck on.
What I would do is get him to take you around a big roundabout.
Sometimes you've only got 2 lanes.
Yeah, well, get him to take you around a big roundabout every lesson, you gradually get used to it.
And it's also, another thing is, you've got to indicate on the roundabout, which is fine. But it's the like, indicate on and indicate off, and you have to do it so quickly. I'm like, yeah. So
you will don't, because it will come as
no, I do it, but because I was petrified. Like, I was thinking of like this. I was petrified of going on the main road because my first lesson, I drove a little bit on a main road, and I was like, because I'd never driven a car before in my life. And I thought it'd be like all back roads and stuff, and we're going on the main road, and I was like, I didn't know what I was doing, and there's all this traffic, and I was like, I'm brilliant on the main road now because I cruise. I go in cruise mode. I'm like,
yeah, but what was you like at first You couldn't even keep the car straight, could you?
No, I'm getting better at that now. Positioning the car is great. Sometimes I do sort of go, and I've got to try not to. So I've got to try and stay in the middle, which I'm not that bad at that now. Because it's like if I'm on a like road that's got no lines. He said, imagine you're standing in the middle of the road and you have to keep the car, or you've got to keep yourself straight. Now I keep thinking, but there's the other half of the car. So if I'm going straight in the middle of the road, then that has hanging off. And don't worry about this side of the car, just concentrate on where you are and just drive in the middle of the road. But I keep thinking, the other part of the car. So I'm like, just have to think, right, okay, this is me in the middle of the road, just don't, that doesn't exist.
Imagine you're on a motorbike.
Yeah, so it's just me in the middle of the road. And he said, that's fine. And that's what I keep doing now. But he said, like, I was petrified of main roads and I've nailed them now. So he was like, well, you've nailed main roads and you can do like small roads. He went, so now you can not, obviously, roundabouts will come to you. He's like, if you can do a main road like that, he went, and you can do a dual carriageway like that. I hate dual carriageways, by the way. If you can do them like that, he went, there is no problem. He went, you'll pick up roundabouts. He went, you just got to work on it a bit.
Sorry if I look like I'm sleeping right now, guys, but my energy is really playing up. My eyes are trying to close. So. I am awake, and I'm with you, but...
It's sort of like my driving, it's boring.
No, it's my MG. My eyes are trying to close, and it's not fun.
But there's been some updates on Facebook of, oh, my lesson didn't go too well. And there's probably going to be another one saying, oh, my lesson didn't go too well, because it's going to be about... There's these breaks that I get of 2 weeks, because he overbooks himself. But he's got a lot of people, so that's why. And he overbooks himself, and that's why. But it happens.
But, you know, as I say, our luck does not run well. We got lost in Green Street, and just take a tip from me. If anybody goes through Green Street, do not try and get a cab. Hedges is no longer there. The minicab office that was opposite Hedges is no longer there.
Can I just say something as well? If you are a woman, because a lot of our viewers are, and you're on a period, don't do driving lessons. Don't do it. They shouldn't do that.
Well, yeah, because that's going to happen for the rest of your life every month.
What happens?
Your mind wanders.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing
I can't drive then. I'm like, no,
you can't really let your mind wander. You have to try and concentrate on jobbing out. And you can do it.
Very hard.
The thing is, driving does come in second nature, the movements and what you're doing.
If I was in my own car, I'd be fine. But when I've got someone sitting next to me...
Well, I will be sitting next to you.
You're fine. You're used to it. People don't know.
Used to what?
What am I like when I'm having that issue?
You're not very talkative, you're snappy.
No, not that part. I think that's now... I'm uncomfortable.
The thing is, with Kaylee,
get pain.
Like me, you're usually in pain. There's an obsession about you think you smell, even if you obviously don't. You feel uncomfortable. You feel like everyone knows that there's something going on, and it's not nice.
And also, your bloody goes, you need the toilet now, and you're
and
like,
you need to pee every 5 minutes.
So, you know, 1 minute you're like, hey, and you're driving along the road, and you're like, ooh.
I don't know if this is common with everyone, but I get a really bad pain in my left leg. And
I
so
get
do
it,
you.
yeah.
And, you know, I don't know whether this is common for everybody, but it is for us.
And the thing is, when you've got that pain in your left leg, you have to keep that leg moving. You don't drive with your left leg, drive with your right leg.
Well, she drives an automatic.
So I don't move my left leg, so my left leg's just sitting there idle.
You really do tackle the uncomfortable issues that no one else does, don't you?
Yeah, my leg's sitting, my left leg's sitting there idle, not doing anything, and I'm like, And like, we usually get out and have a cigarette, and then I sort of go around and sort of flick my leg about a bit, and it's like, And I said to Mr. Nelson, I went, I can't do that. He went, what? I went, you sit in a car. I said, I've got a 2-hour driving lesson. He went, yeah. I went, you sit in a car for 2 hours. I went, your legs go to sleep. He went, I know. I went, it's a 2-hour lesson. And what's it going to be like when I'm driving around for like 15 hours? And then, yeah, you're going to be like, you'll have to get out every hour. and then walk around. You know, because it doesn't work that
Also,
way.
the fresh air's not slapping the face to you as well, so
Yeah.
you need that.
So,
But yeah, we've had a pretty eventful time while we were away. I got burned. We went and got stabbed by a vaccinator.
the vaccinator.
Could that be a great name for a serial killer, wouldn't it? The vaccinator.
No, it's a
It will
superhero.
stab you up. You know,
That's stabbing down.
it'll stab you down as well if you really want that.
Stab you around.
And you know,
Stab
it's
ya.
just we've had a pretty eventful
And
time.
another thing. Oh God. isn't it?
And another thing.
Please, when you see someone with tattoos and they're scared of needles, don't say, why are you scared of needles?
The vaccinator didn't.
No. But it really annoys me because, okay, so you've got a tattoo, right? Number one, you're going in there, you know you're going to come out with something amazing if you go to the right place, right? Number two, the smell of Dettol hits you as soon as you walk in there.
Yeah, he said, I wish I'd have known you like the smell of Dettol. I would have wiped down with Dettol.
So I love the smell of Dettol, so I walk in next to, place my tattoo place here. And it doesn't feel like needles because it's not needles. You're getting stabbed with pins. And they don't go, it's like when you get an injection, it goes in, they push in the little thingy, and it goes all the way in. When you get a tattoo done, it doesn't go all the way in.
It's the fact that the needle goes right up to the hilt, you know, that's the thing that gets up.
Tattoos don't do that. So when you say, oh, well, you scared of needles with these tattoos, it's completely different.
It is completely
A
different.
vaccine or an injection is one thing. A tattoo is a completely different thing. It's like, oh, you're not scared of needles, you've got all these tattoos and piercings. Piercings are another thing that's completely different. You've got a cocktail stick, that's what it looks like. It's a plastic cocktail stick. They make the L, they stick the piece of jewellery up the end, they put it through. And it makes a hole in your skin. It doesn't just go halfway in and then out again, it goes all the way through. Generally, unless you get a surface piercing.
I don't like the healing of piercings, that's why I made the decision on that anymore.
Yeah, she's got like 8, I've got like 13.
It's got to be something I'm absolutely madly in love with. And they,
A piercing that you're madly in love with.
yeah, I don't do piercings much.
And why do people get their teeth pierced? And their eyelids.
Because they've been saying.
My tattooist actually says something really funny. His name's Dean. He works in London. He's amazing. Anyone who lives in London, if you want to get a tattoo, go to Dean. Above Cut Above. He is amazing, right? And he said he's on my honeybee there, which you can't see.
Dean at a cut above.
Now, he said to me he wanted to do a rhino piercing.
And even if you're not in London, look on his webpage, Dean at a cut above, and he's amazing.
So is Bradley from Unique.
Bradley from Unique Ink in Southend is another one. They're the
Don't
ones
waste
that do
away.
our tattoos. Bradley is amazing, and he can do really original stuff.
Yeah, like that writing. No one has got a tattoo.
Yeah,
like that.
nobody's got that Oogie Boogie either because he
Oh, my
took two
God.
different pictures.
But
So he is amazing.
so anyway, he said he wanted to do a rhino piercing. I was like, what's a rhino piercing? I don't know what a rhino piercing is. I'm sorry I asked. It is it's disgusting. It goes in there and you've got like a stud there. And I think it comes out there, doesn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a hooked. It goes in there like that. Horrible. Hello, Rumbo. Rumbo's on the fence. And it's disgusting. So you've got like 2 horns. That's what it is. And he went, do you want me to do a rhino piercing on you? And I went, what is it? And I checked. I was like, no. Why? He went, I'll give you a free tattoo. Anything you want, just let me do it. I went, no. I went, and it'd hurt. No. And you can just do it and take a picture and then you can take it out straight after. I went, no. I went, because I will still end up with scars. My skin is so pale, I scar really easily, right? And I was like, it's not happening. I'm not doing it. No. And he's like, oh. He went, but I want to do it on someone. Do you know anyone? I was like, no. He went, I'll give him a free tattoo.
And a rhino piercing probably cost quite a bit as well.
No, he didn't want me to pay for it. He's going to do that for free and a free tattoo.
Maybe we should take my cut.
But I said, no, I'm not
He's
doing it.
daft enough to have anything.
It would cause agony. There, right on the tip of your nose, and there. Now, another thing is, I've got a little point on my nose, and I like it because you know Link, the computer game character. I like him.
Yeah.
And Sora, I like him too. In the past. Okay, these are my fancy men that are on computer games I shouldn't really have. But anyway, they're my two fancy men, right? And they've both got little pointy noses. And I have a little point, oh, it's a rather big pointy nose, but ignore the bump, I've got a little point there.
Yeah, and Link's also got pierced ears, hasn't he?
Yes. Sora has as well, I think.
When she was little, the first time she saw Link in a picture, and I'm not talking about the graphic on the computer because that was crap, but when she saw a picture of Link in the book, she was like,
I've got a poster of Link as well in my bedroom. It's not up on the wall yet, but it will be. I don't know if you can see him properly because it's from the new one for the DS, I think. Anyway, or the place something, anyway, or Xbox or something. I don't know what it is, but it's one of them. Anyway, no, it's Nintendo. And it's something for the Switch. Anyway, I have a point on the end of my nose, and I know that if anything touches that point on my nose, there is a chance I might lose it. Because sometimes your nose sort of like flattens out or it goes a bit more rounded. My nan had a point on the end of her nose. My dad's mum. She had it. And she had it her whole life. Even when she got old. She still had a point on the end of her nose. And I've inherited that point and I want it to stay there.
yeah, what's your pointy nose?
Yes. And I like my pointy nose.
Yeah, makes you a Link.
You ain't got one though.
No, well, my mum didn't have a point on the end of her nose. She was an old witch, but she didn't have a point on the end of her nose.
I like my pointy nose. It's
But,
big, but I don't like the size of it. I don't like the fact I've got a bump in it because I broke my nose, but I like the pointy bit. It's nice when it was straight. It wasn't much nicer when it was straight. No one remembers that, apart from me.
I remember.
You would, you're my
I
mum.
also remember this funny little button nose you had when you read.
Yeah, but that was flat at the tip then, but now
No,
it's,
you had a funny little button nose.
now it's still linkified.
Yeah, and she likes that.
Which is surprising because when I got my face smashed into a toilet door, or when I walked into the door frame because I was drunk and I broke my nose, it didn't dent the point both times with doors. Me and
She
doors.
doesn't do well with doors. But the funny thing was, when she done her kneecap on the door,
That still causes me pain.
I said to her, can you bring a washing in?
Oh, here we go.
I'm bringing washing in. And
I hadn't done anything to myself at that point.
I had the clothes on to the front room. And she came out and she got the wash basket. She got the wash out the machine.
It was horrific though what happened to my
She
knee.
came in, whacked her knee off the door, and somehow, she got in the room, she brought the washing in, placed it carefully onto the stool, and then started rolling around on the floor going, oh, my knee.
Yeah, but your knee's like that, right? That's your kneecap, yeah? Your kneecap's supposed to face out like that. Not supposed to do that. Just my kneecap, not my whole leg. That would have been weird. My kneecap moved over.
Yeah, but she actually walked to the stool and gently put down the wash basket before rolling back.
Because I knew what she would have said to me. Even if I'd have done my knee and as bad as it was, and it was pretty bad, she would have said, she had to actually put the washing on the thing because I couldn't do it. She would have said, you pick that up now. And I know she would have said that.
But, yeah, so Katie doesn't do well with doors.
No, I don't do well with doors. The door frame in my bedroom, I was drunk, smacked my nose into it, broke my nose. The toilet door at school, someone kicked it open, smacked me in the nose, broke my nose. The door frame here, dislocated my knee. I don't do what banisters either. How many times I walked my funny one?
Oh, God knows that.
Fell through the door in the bathroom, and that's got a step. That's quite painful.
I tripped up the step.
I've tripped up it, I've tripped down it.
I was barefoot and I kicked it. I was like, I put that there.
Walked into the door in my bedroom because of Perry. He closed the door, I didn't realise he closed the door, wasn't looking at smack. Walked into my mum's bedroom door when it was open. On the little, you know, like the little, this bit. Yeah. The little thin bit, walked into that. With my knife in my hand.
Yeah, it's like sitting next to Jason or something.
Falling out of that door, the back door, falling out the front
I've
door.
fallen out the back door.
Falling out the front door.
I've slipped down that step.
Falling in the front door.
I've fallen up and down that step as well.
I caught my slipper on it once and fell in the door. that door into the
And
living
when
room.
Kaylee was away in Lanzarote, I was feeling really depressed, and I'll tell you about.
Or was that when you was cuddling with Henry?
Yeah, and I tripped. I tripped in the door and I fell in the front door. And I was feeling really sorry for myself that day. I was like, I'm all on my own. And I sort of crawled into the living room because at that point I couldn't actually get up. And Mark was out. And Henry was there and I cuddled Henry and I went, you're my best friend. I love you, Henry. And then Mark came in, what are you doing with your and he's my friend. Nobody loves me.
But is this like, okay, so I was on holiday. First time ever. I've never been on abroad before. This isn't a holiday from hell. It's something completely different. And I went for 10 days to Lanzarote to go and see Perry, right? He decides he's going to go and see his mum, right? Then he decided, without telling me, that he was going to go and see his friends.
These should have been red flags.
And going to go and see his friends, don't mind, you know, I'm there, but if he wants to go and see his friends and his mum, that's fine by me. So he went out, he took the keys with him. I had a cigarette. I had one cigarette. And I was like, crap, he's taken the key. So I thought, I'll clean up, keep myself occupied, I'll clean up. Because I was talking to my mum. No, I had 2 cigarettes, so I had one. And I was like, right, I'll clean up. And then I won't want to smoke. Problem was, there wasn't a lot of mess. So I made the bed, done the washing up. The doors scared the crap out of me. We had these doors in the bedroom. Oh. For some reason, now there was a hornet's nest out there as well, right? And for some reason, the doors just flew open and I screamed because I thought it was a ghost. So look, because there was a little kitchenette, and the little kitchenette was here, and then the bedroom was there, like right in front of it, and the doors were at the end of the bedroom, like there, so I could see right through. And then the doors all of a sudden just went, and I was like, so I got the bravery and went and closed the doors and bolted them so they couldn't open again. Because what had happened was we had opened the doors to have a look out there before realising there was a hornet's nest next to my head. And we've gone back in. Hello, Rumbo. There's Rambo and Rumbo. I don't know where Rambo is. Rumble, yeah. So I was like,
Will you tell people they're squirrels?
squirrels, yeah. They're squirrels, little squirrels that we've named. And we see them every year. Anyway, so I locked the doors, I bolted them, made the bed, sorted out the bed, done the washing up, broke a glass, put it in the bin, finished off, washed the sink down, washed all the sides down, put the cushions back on the sofa properly, cleaned off the table, everything looked perfect. I even gave it a little mop over and sweep because I thought, keep myself busy. Right, that took me about an hour. It wasn't that bad. It took me about an hour because I was doing it slowly because I thought, oh, you know, and then I had a little dance because it's what I do, you know, I was a little dance. Looked like a nutter in my apartment, you know. And a little dance, and it was fine. Then I needed a cigarette. So I went out on the balcony and I was talking to my mum on the terrace.
Sorry. The Jack's dog.
And I was talking to my mum on the phone. And she went, what are you up to? And I went, oh, I'm just cleaning up. And she went, why? I went, you're on holiday, why are you cleaning up? I went, because he's gone out. And she went, oh, where's he gone? I went to see his mum. She was like, oh, okay. It's nice for him. And I went, yeah. I went, but he hasn't come back yet. And she went, how long's he been gone? I went, about 3 hours. And she was like, oh, okay. So anyway, I was like talking to my mum and I had like, she went, what are you drinking? I was like, pina colada. She went, oh, there she is, out on the terrace, cigarette, pina colada. I went, my last fag. I went, he's not back yet. She's like, he'll be back soon. I was like, okay. Yeah. So I smoked my fag and I was like drinking my pina colada, talking to my mum on the phone. And then she went, I've got to go and do so. I was like, okay then. I said, I'll talk to you later. So she left me. And she said, I'll let you get on. I went, get on with what? I've literally got nothing to do.
No, you said you got 2% on your phone.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay. So I had to charge my phone. She said, I'll let you go. And you can do what you need to do. I've done everything and there was nothing I need to do apart from charging my phone up. She's like, well, I'll let you get on with that. I said, okay. Right. Bear in mind, there's no telly in the apartment. There's no stereo. All I had was my phone. right? It was hell. And I can't remember whether he bought his laptop around by then.
I thought you put your laptop on the first go.
Possibly. Okay, so I had a laptop, but I didn't know how it worked. So I was like, I've got no telly, no radio or anything, and just my phone. And I'm like, going slightly stir crazy. And then I had a glass of Coke and I was sitting on the sofa, sort of like sitting cross-legged, because I do that. I'm a pixie. I sit cross-legged everywhere. I'm like a little elf. I know. Everywhere I go, I sit cross-legged. I was sitting cross-legged on the sofa. Like,
Pointing nose, Chris, it's not cross-legged.
it got to about 5 o'clock and I'm still sitting there like, he hadn't come back yet. I was like, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Yeah, I'm make myself a cup of tea. So I made myself a cup of tea. It's like 7 o'clock, and I was like, we're supposed to be going bowling tonight. Where the bloody hell is he? So I'm just sitting there like, about 8 o'clock he walks in the door. I was like, where the hell have you been? And then I went to play basketball with my friends, and one of them gave me a lift. I went, you've been gone since this morning. I said, I had 2 cigarettes. I've smoked them. I need a cigarette. Oh, I bought some. I went, why did you take the key with you? I went, there's a shop literally round the corner and I could have got some, but no, you had to take the key with you, didn't you? And I went off at him and he's like, whoa. I was like, no. You don't get the chance to say whoa or anything. I went, you buggered off with a key. When he didn't come back, I didn't know where you'd gone. He was like, I went to see my mum. I went out with your friends, and now we're supposed to go bowling, and now I've got to get ready, and you got to get ready, and you probably want to shower because you've been playing basketball. I went, yeah. I went, yeah. Oh, so that's going to be another hour, so by the time we get there, it'll be like 11 o'clock at night. After I calmed down a bit, we went bowling, and there was this little little tiny kitten on the stairs. And I went, oh, it's a little kitten. And I saw a little kitten turned around and attacked me. I had him with me, him who was stupid and didn't come back and went out with his friends and was being an idiot. The kitten attacked me. This is all on my first holiday. And I was just like,
I'm the one that cancelled the flight and got stuck there.
that was when I went with you. I'm on about when I went by myself. And it was just like, oh, this is a great holiday. And I went, you do realise, I said to him, I went, you realise I'm only here for 10 days? He went, yeah. I went, when was the last time you saw your friends? He went, oh, the day before you got here. I went, what was that, 3 days ago?
Actually, it was the day you got there because it was with
Oh, yeah, of course it was. No, but he said like about 3 days ago, so I've been there about 4 days. And I was like, so you saw your friends? No, yeah. Must have been when he come and got me. So I was like, you saw your friends 3 days ago? He went, yeah. I went, and then you leave me to go and see your friends again. He went, other friends. I went, I don't care. You live here. You see your friends all the time. I come here for 10 days. You've never met me before.
It should have been red flag.
You don't know me from Adam. He went, I've been talking to you for 9 months. I went, okay, granted, like we've been going out for 9 months online, but you haven't actually seen me. I said, I come here, you see me, and then you go away with your friends.
And she's gone out of her own pocket as well.
What's this all about? I went, you go and see your mum. I said, that I understand. But going and seeing your friends isn't something urgent that you need to do. I went, your friends are not your priority. I went, your mum is. I said, no, I'm supposed to be. I said, but not them. I said, you leave me on my own in a foreign country that I don't know, in a place that I don't know, to go and see your friends.
That's why I said you was controlling.
How is that controlling? That's just like confused. I don't know what to do. And I don't know where I am. You know, this is like a weird place that I've never been in my life. I don't know anything. I don't know anyone apart from him. That's not controlling. That's just confused.
Yeah, but I mean, all these things should have been red flags to you.
And they weren't, though, were they?
No, the fact that he couldn't be away from his mum for 10 days.
But I didn't mind because I quite liked the fact that he was.
Yeah, that was okay.
Yeah.
But the fact that he then decided to go and play basketball with his friends.
That annoyed me a lot.
And the first night you got there when you was absolutely exhausted and he insisted on going out with his friends then and dragging you along even though you were so tired it was unreal.
Right, I have been awake. My first day I went there, I couldn't sleep that night and I was talking to him all night online. Yeah? All night. From like 7 o'clock that night to when I left, weren't it?
Mm.
And he said to me, we said, oh, I'm just going to go and get some crisps. I went, okay. Or some biscuits or something to eat. I went, all right then. And I said, I'm just going to wait for my taxi to get here. I forgot my belt as well, which was a pain in the bum. And I said, I'll just wait here then. And when you get back, I'll carry on talking to you until my taxi gets here. Okay. So I was like, all right then. So I was waiting for him. Taxi, knock on the door. Right. Mum said your taxi's there. I was like, oh, great. And I couldn't say goodbye to him. I went, Mum, can you tell him that I said goodbye and I'll see him?
Oh, wasn't he creeped like that bloke from the Gatwick Express? He wouldn't even carry a bag.
No, I know, and the other one was even creepier. So anyway, I went, okay. I went, tell him that I said I'll see him in a bit. I actually, don't bother, I said I've got my phone on me, I'll talk to him on there. Okay, fine. So I was talking to my mum and Perry, that was great fun.
Yeah, because me and Perry were talking to each other.
And then I was like, I've got 5% battery, I've got to go. And I said, I'll see you in about 5 hours. And I said, and I'll see you in 10 days. And they're like, okay. So I was like, And he went, I'm going to go and get some sleep. I went, what? I've been up all night. I went, guess what? So have I. My mum had this great idea. She went, before you go, there's a trick that will keep you awake. Oh yeah, what's that then? Because I was knackered. I was like, she went, have some ibuprofen and some coffee. That I did. I was high. Not just high, I was buzzing. I went to go and check in. I'm like, I said to the woman at the check-in, this is my first night. She must have thought I was mental. I'm going to go see my boyfriend. I've never seen him before. So, oh, where'd you go? I went, oh, 9. I was literally buzzing off my head. I was so out of it. She's just like, have a nice flight. I was like, yeah. I got to the plane. I got my mocha because I always have a mocha. Even then, like my first flight, I still had a mocha. So I got my mocha. I'm walking around like a nutter. No one would come near me. I don't know why. I've gone through like security, still buzzing. Right, and they checked my stuff, and I actually left one of my, right, because you got the little baggie and you put all your stuff in the baggie and close it and put it on the thing, and I left out one thing, which is my spirits, and they said, oh, we've got to check it because it wasn't in that little baggie, and I went, oh, okay then. I said, but it's just spirits. Well, okay, but it is just spirits. Right? And then, and you got you got a pot of white powder, and I was like, it's no powder. And he was like, right. He went, I can smell that that's Johnson's baby powder, that's fine. And then we got to check this out. It's spirits. Anyway, they checked it. They went, yeah, is this fine? I went, where am I going? And then, what's on your ticket? I went, I don't know. It must have thought, div. So anyway, I gave her my ticket and okay, so you've got to go to this gate. And I was like, right. And I'm asking people on the way to the gate, where the hell am I going? Because I didn't know. And then I saw it on screen and I was like, no. So I've gone down there. And I've got on the, like, going onto the plane, you know, you got like the tunnel and then they're waiting at the end of the tunnel, at the door. I said to the stewardess, this is my first flight. Yeah. And she went, oh, hello. And I went, this is my first flight. And she's like, right. And I said, I've never flown before. Well, what does your first flight mean? I mean, come on. And she went, if you need anything, just let us know. She went, there's a little button and it's got a picture of a lady on it. And she went, and if you call that, she went, I'll come over personally. I went, thank you. And I, where's my seat? And she went, it's literally just down there. I went, okay. So I got my bag and I put it in the thingy. I'm sitting there. Still buzzing off my head. I'm looking out the window. Bitch doing that, I must have looked nuts. And she came over, she went, do you want anything? I went, fine. And then I wanted some Pepsi, and she came over with the trolley, and she went, do you want anything? I went, Coke. And I got a can of Pepsi, and then she came back and said, do you want anything else? I went, and then again, do you want anything else? I went, coffee, please. I don't know why I needed more caffeine, but apparently I did. So I was buzzing even more. It's not like you take it and then you don't like buzz anymore. It's like you take it and then if you have more coffee, you buzz harder. I was going to meet Perry for the first time. I tried to sleep on the plane, but I was too excited because I've never been on a plane before. So I got my neck pillow on and I looked like a nutter because I'm like, I've got my music on and I'm reading a book, right? Now reading a book is normal what people do, but when reading a book like that is not normal, right? And I was insane, right? That I know. And more coffee, I was buzzing even harder. So I was like scratching at the window for no particular reason. Right. Poor people must have thought she's nuts. Anyway, so I got out of the plane when I got there. And I was like looking around like, where the hell am I? I've gone to the carousel. Right, now bear in mind I had a very, very, very heavy bag. Big heavy bag, right? Very, very big heavy bag. And I got a trolley. But I didn't know you had to push the handle down to push the trolley at that point. Oh, but I didn't tell them what happened when I got to Gatwick either. That was fun. Anyway, I'll tell you that in a minute. So anyway, I got the trolley and then I got outside. I didn't know what he looked like. He had his hair tied back. I didn't know who he was. And then, oi! And I went, oh, you're there. I didn't know who he was.
That's nice and jolly.
So I went over and gave him a hug and I went, I've got my bag. And I was still buzzing and I'm trying to hide it. And I went, oh, my bag. And I went, okay, he went, I'll put it in the car. And he took the trolley away from me. I was using that to lean on because I was buzzing. And he took it away from me and put the bag in his mate's car. And I was just like, sugar. And he's like, you're right. I went, I've got heels on. I couldn't stand up properly. I'm like, yeah, this is the car. I went, okay. And I'll get in the middle. All right then. So he got in the middle and I was sort of like flopped onto him because for one, I'm out of it. Two, I was very, very tired. And three, I didn't know anyone in the class. I was trying to hide my face. And he was like, had his arm and he was kissing my head and everything. I was like, not you know, but anyway, so what happened when I got to Gatwick was I got off of the coach thing, bussy situation. The Gatwick Flyer situation. So, yeah. When we was driving along the motorway, well, it wasn't even the motorway, it was in Romford. Is it Romford or Rochford?
I don't know, I think you're talking about Romford.
The one near London.
Romford is near London.
Yeah,
yes.
Rochford isn't. Yeah, Romford.
Well, Rochford isn't that far, but...
I get confused with where was the one we went to the colour trucks?
Romford.
Romford, right. So we went to Romford because we had to go and pick people up. It's a weird kind of thing where you get in the thing and then they go and pick other people up. And then you go. So that's what it is. And I was sitting in there, just talking to my mum and Perry, everything was fine, music on. And then all of a sudden it hit me and I need the toilet. Romford is miles away from Gatwick. I mean a lot of miles. And I'm like, looking at people's houses thinking they've got a toilet in there. That's all I was thinking. I was like really badly needing a toilet and they've got a toilet in their house. That's what I was thinking. And there's like services, there's a toilet in there. There was no toilet on the flyer and I was like, I really need a wee. And I'm like, everywhere I was looking, it's like, there's a toilet there. And I really, really needed the toilet. This is like serious, like, alert. I'm buzzing as well, which doesn't help. And I'm like, I need the toilet. So I'm like, I'm going across that, I'm like, Everyone's looking at me and I'm like, anyway, we got to the Gatwick Airport and we hadn't parked up yet, and I'm like, I want to get out. I'm sort of like, no, but at this point I'm like, I'm gonna get out. I was the first one out, amazingly. And he got other people's bags off and not mine, and I was like, please, bag, please. My bag was very, very heavy. I've got heels on like that, right? I'm wearing a pencil skirt. Was I wearing a pencil skirt?
Yeah.
I was wearing a pencil skirt, and I had this top on that down scoopy neck. Really nice. And I was like, I really have to go to the toilet. And I've got stockings on, and I'm just like, I need the toilet. So I'm trying to walk. Every 2 steps I had to put my bag down because it was that heavy. I'm like, so I picked it up again, 2 steps down. I got my handbag as well. Pick it up, 40 steps down. And this woman, oh, I could have kissed her. She came up to me, she went, "You right, darling?" I went, "I need the toilet." I'm still buzzing. I sounded like a 2-year-old. And she went, okay, she went, "Put your bag on my trolley." I need the toilet. And she went, "Put your bag on my trolley." She went, "Run to the toilet, do what you need to do." She went, "And then I'll go to the toilet and you can..." She could have run off with my stuff. I didn't care. I needed the toilet, right? So I've run in heels to the toilet, and I didn't fall over. I don't know how when I was there. I've gone to the toilet. She was there, luckily, and I held her stuff while she went to the toilet. And she came and she went, "You all better now?" I went, "Yeah." And I had a normal conversation with her, although I was off my head. And she was like, "So where are you going then?" I went, "I'm going to see my boyfriend. I've never met him yet." That must have sounded so weird to her. She was like, "Okay." She went, "How did you meet?" I went, "We met online, but I haven't met him yet."
I think she got the gist.
And she's like, "Oh, so you've been talking like for a while then?" I went, "Yeah, 9 months." She's like, "Oh, that's good then. So you're actually going to go and see him?" I went, "Yeah." She went, "He really should be coming to see you, not the other way around." I went, "Yeah, okay." So she was like, "I'm going to see my son." I went, "So where are you going?" She went, "I'm going to Australia." I went, "Oh, that's nice." She went, "I'm going to go and see my son." I went, "Oh, that's cool." She went, "This is his 40th birthday." I went, "Oh." She went, "You don't know I'm going." I went, "So he doesn't know that you're going to go and see him?" She went, "No, he hasn't got no idea." She went, "I haven't been out there to see him yet." She went, "I've never been out there to see him." She went, "He's lived there for a while, it's raining." He went, she went, "But I've never been out there to see him." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that'd be a nice surprise for him." She went, "I hope so." And she went, he's got his daughter in that." And I was like, "Oh, that's nice." And she was really nice, and she let me like use her trolley and that, so that was nice. It just goes to show there's still some people in the world that are decent. But yeah, that was my horrific first holiday ever.
Mind you, I only went to see him coming home.
Oh no, that was the toilet thing again.
Yeah, I know. This
Go
is
away!
a theme with you.
Tiggy, go away.
This is a theme with you.
A thing.
Theme.
Oh, a theme, yes.
Yeah, sitting on the loo, coming back from ink.
On the loo? I wish you was on the loo.
Sitting on the tube, sorry, coming back from ink. Desperate for the loo. I'd gone before we left. She hadn't. And she hadn't got me because I went to the loo.
I wish I had gone to the loo.
And she's sitting on the toilet.
You know the agonising part of where you need the toilet so badly that it's painful?
She's sitting there like some nut, you know.
It's like going to Gatwick.
And I, where are we? I said, "We'll be in this camera in a minute." Where were we? Went out to the park.
I wasn't doing that.
He was doing that. He was doing that. I don't know why.
Get down,
and
Squidgy!
Then this became that. And she's like, West Ham, we're nearly there. "Oh, okay. I'm like, take your mind off it, talk about fun, think about something else. I can't think. We get to East Thames Station, we got off the train. She couldn't even make it to the loo. We saw a door, the maintenance room. She said, I gotta go. So I had to stand with my coat out, and she's behind me. And I'm looking at her from behind me, these sounds of ecstasy, like,
It's like a lake.
And I've looked down and there's this River Thames floating down. I'm like, oh my god.
Remember when you need a toilet so badly it doesn't stop?
And I'm not Batman like this. And then I can. And then she sorts herself out and gets up, and as we walk, there's two maintenance men sitting on the bench.
There wasn't two, there was like three.
Oh,
Four.
three or four maintenance men sitting on the bench who have witnessed all of this. And I was like,
I mean, if it was a bloke, wouldn't matter.
well, they didn't say anything. Just gave us a funny look.
But yeah, so I've had like some issues.
We've both had several issues. But this video is really good Wi-Fi.
It already has.
But people, right, I will tell you now, tomorrow is full moon. So I will be doing a belated Leo reading, which I should have done a couple of weeks back. But that is to come. The full moon reading, and that's on Mystical Elf. Lovely. You've got cheese all over your lip. Yes, that's on the Mystical Elf. This will be tomorrow. It's a toilet bowl, and then we'll be doing the readings on Mystical Elf. So you've got all that fun and games and gaiety and joy to look forward to. I've seen us 2 days on. And I know we said that we would do videos every day, and we made that promise when we started, and we haven't kept it. We've broken that promise. We've been very slapdash.
No, I was actually going to give you a smack on the head.
We've been very slapdash, and it's not.
Oh, well, you gave me 5.
No, do I? It's not nice, but and we are very sorry for that. But like I said, we are suffering from extreme heat. I mean, even now when it's quite mild out, I'm sitting here sweating.
Same.
It's that hot. And we've got the fan on us, and we're still melting. I mean,
They didn't have that one long sleeves either, but there you go.
huh?
Long sleeves.
This house is incredibly hot. Even when we've had workmen in, they've noticed how hot it is in this house. Better. So we will see you tomorrow, people. Until then, be kind and considerate. And we will see you tomorrow when you've emptied your mouth.
Bye.
Bye.